Please join me in welcoming Dr. Anne Marie Mallon. On behalf of the Keene State College Alumni Association, I'm pleased to present this plaque commemorating this prestigious award. Congratulations, Anne Marie.
Thank you so much. And good morning. Greetings to all of you. Colleagues, new students, guests. It really is an honor to be sharing this moment with you today. It's a true joy to be sharing my gratitude for this award in spirit with my family and my own former teachers who have helped me understand what good teaching is all about. And in person with my colleagues, and especially with my partner, people who continue to teach me how to speak not just to the minds of my students, but to their hearts. And that's truly a life-fit vocation. This is a special moment for me, and it's happening because of you. Okay, not you personally and individually, but you who are now students at Keene State College. A former student nominated me for this award, and other former students, as well as colleagues, joined her in supporting that nomination. Students like you who wanted to acknowledge that our meeting together at Keene State College had touched their lives. I'm so grateful to them for saying that out loud, because it gives me a chance to speak to you today about this very special moment for you. Really, this moment, you're sitting here together as new Keene State College students in the Keene community is a first for you, and that makes it very special. First times, they're the ones that mark us and in some small or big way shape not just who we are, but who we will become. You've had more than a few of those moments already in your 18 or 19 or more years of life, right? First time you drove a car. First time you hit a home run or simply hit the ball. The first time you made a goal. The first time you asked someone out. The first time you fell in love. The first time you voted. The first time you left home to be on your own. Maybe that's this week for a lot of you. Your first day at your first job. They're all memorable markers in our lives, right? And the amazing thing is that if we hold our arms and minds open to the possibilities, we are constantly being invited to experience for the first time something or someone that will take us to places we have never traveled before. I'm not just talking about you, I'm talking about all of us. I had one of those first times just a few months ago, when the college was in the midst of creating a new honors program, of which some of you sitting in front of me now I know are members. I and a few colleagues asked, what if we made one of the travel abroad honors courses a South African experience? Take students around the world to South Africa, a totally new place for a student trip. Now I have to tell you, as an English professor, as a women's studies professor, I've been teaching for a long time about writers from other countries. But there's a really big difference between reading about a place and a world and a people from the comfort of a classroom in Parker Hall and actually going to the other side of the world to meet those people and experience that world, listen directly to their stories, see for myself what their lives are about, and what possible connections there could be between us. It would be my first time ever in this particular faraway country, and then my first time ever taking a student group abroad. Even with all my preparation, all my planning, all my conversations with people who had traveled there before, I couldn't be sure just what I would be facing, what we would encounter. It was scary to say yes to it all. But I had to say yes to it all, hoping that I was ready and willing to keep my mind and heart open to what lay ahead. And it was hard, even as it became wonderful. Traveling alone for the first time to a country that I can tell you now I fell in love with. I met people there whose dreams for a better life will help shape how I live my life in the years to come. And then I traveled there again with my students, who were also willing, very apprehensively, to be the first Keene State students to go. I'll let them tell you for themselves about their experience. One said, "I have learned more than words can express, not only about myself, but also about the world, and how different yet similar everyone is to each other." Another wrote, "I want to bring back the acceptance, the equality, and the community, and have it always be a part of my life." And a third said, "There are a lot of places in the world that I haven't seen that are much more amazing than Brooklyn, Connecticut. And we are a lot more similar than we are different." One more comment. "I discovered that the rest of the world becomes real only once you step into it." I like that last comment a lot. The rest of the world becomes real only once you step into it. What does this have to do with you today? What links this moment today to that May trip to South Africa that was a first time for my students and me? Well, this is your new world today, right? Starting from the moment you woke up in Carl Hall or Randall or Monadnock or Holloway or Huntress Hall or in that new apartment in Keene. Like me and my students, I'm sure that you spent a lot of time over the summer reading about this new world, preparing for your trip, talking to your new classmates on Facebook. You've traveled quite a ways to get here, I'm sure, and perhaps you're just as nervous as I was when I landed in South Africa. You're on a new continent. So much about Keene State is new and foreign, and this is where your real journey begins. The rest of the world becomes real only once you step into it. So here's the invitation from your new community, faculty, RAs, advisors, coaches, the president, and all the staff who have stepped out of their offices today to welcome you through those arches. Put down your baggage, your cell phone, your yearbook, and be here now. Promise yourself that you will discover what is amazing for you about being here today, next week, for the next 4 years. My students left South Africa with so much more than a few souvenirs and a lot of photos. In fact, I hope you get to hear more about their trip this semester. They are so eager to tell you about it. But don't leave Keene State College in 4 years with just a degree and a whole lot of Facebook images. Promise yourself that you will use this opportunity to learn more than grades or photos can express about yourself, about this world around you, and about us, the people in it who have so much to offer you. The rest of the world becomes real only once you step into it. One of my favorite poets, Mary Oliver, has written, "When it's over, I don't want to wonder if I have made of my life something particular and real. I don't want to find myself sighing and frightened or full of argument. I don't want to end up simply having visited this world." You're no longer a visitor to Keene State College. Step in and be with us. We are your new continent, and we've got so many first times to offer you. Welcome to Keene State College, Halala in Zulu. We're so very happy you've arrived. Thank you.